Behind him, Joe Ruttman with new sponsorship for next season in that Jack Roush truck. Roush engines powered both of the trucks that started on the front row here today. That white truck doesn't have a name. The Roush organization just numbers their truck, but the crew says it's Joe's favorite. That truck there finished 3rd at Phoenix, 4th at Richmond, and was leading in the last turn of the last lap at Loudon, New Hampshire, ending up in 8th. Glenn?
Well, Mike, I've been monitoring the pit stops down here. We cannot change tires on these mandatory fuel stops. Fuel and air pressure or chassis adjustments only. That's mostly what the guys have been doing. They don't want to make radical changes to the chassis right now because they burned off so much fuel that affected the way that the trucks handle. They have to run quite a bit of nose weight here, so when they burn the fuel off the rear end, it makes the trucks real tight. Mike Skinner, just a minor air pressure adjustment. Likewise for Ernie Irvin and Brian Refter in the pits right behind him. So not getting too radical right now. They just want to play things out, put that full load of fuel in, see if that doesn't help loosen the trucks up a little.
Thanks, Glenn. Lance Norrick with a little work there on the nose of his Ford. Young driver from Oklahoma City.
I was watching Skinner. We won't go there.
Yeah, I was too.
For Jeff Gordon.
That's a great piece.
That's kind of fun. All right, we're 154 laps in here. Anything to keep Baker under, too.
Thanks a lot.
231 miles have been completed in the 6th annual Coca-Cola 600. Light is off in the pace car, ready to go racing. Gordon first, Jarrett second, Labonte third, Earnhardt fourth, Craven to fifth, Lake Speed 6th, Mark Martin 7th, Wallace 8th, Benson 9th, Schrader 10th, and once again, that front 10 as they were before.
Whoa, we have contact on the front straightaway.
It was Kyle Petty all over the back of the number 16 Musgrave, and that sends the field flying down into turn number 1. I think we've torn up about 6 cars as they came to the line.
You can see Rusty Wallace there in the 2 car. He's torn up. The 33 of Sachs.
There's Musgrave's car. Is that Lake Speed?
Lake Speed,
oh, yes. That's a tragedy.
Joe Nemechek
coming back to the line. They're racing back to the line, and make no mistake about it. Kyle's getting his lap back. Gordon comes across the line, followed by Bobby Labonte in second, Earnhardt up to third, and Craven across in fourth. Heavy damage down to the corner. Most of the cars driving, well, not all of them, but several of them driving away. Look at the end of that 33 car. John Andretti's car badly blunted front and back.
Nemechek's
Johnny Benson. Johnny Benson has got problems with his car too. He's smoking badly as he comes by.
Big tear up in turn number 1. It happened right on the start, right here at the line. Kyle Petty into the back of the 16 Musgrave, and that's where it got away.
Well, on the restarts here, you see Musgrave starting off there. Kyle takes a look to the inside. Right here, they make a little contact on the left rear corner. Musgrave's out of control, right in front of Bobby Labonte. And you can see Earnhardt just barely getting by there.
That's the second time Earnhardt has dodged a bullet here. Oh, Rusty hits hard. Yeah. It's the second year in a row Rusty has been damaged up in the first turn.
Not much doubt about that one. That was a hard hit.
Yep.
Took out some real good cars. Here's Musgrave's car coming in.
Going behind the wall with it. Here we go again. Musgrave, that's the car sliding right in front of Labonte. Kaboom.
A little drop kick, and away he goes.
Oh, look at Rusty's car.
Oh, Rusty off the ground.
Wow.
Yeah, he almost took it over.
That was ugly there.
Oh, he's still hitting things.
He'd lost everything. Brakes were gone, everything. When that thing got up in the air, he was 4 feet in the air on the wall. Want to be a racer. Let's go to Patty Moise with Ted Musgrave.
Yes, we're here in the garage with Ted, out of the race early. Tell us what happened from your perspective, Ted.
Well, I guess by the replays you can see that. Hey, that's a good film clip. That'll be in the world's biggest bloopers there. You know, you just can't do that at Charlotte, you know, on a restart like that, going 3 wide through the trial line. You know, it's 600 miles. I don't know what Kyle's problem was, but, you know, like I say, it was a dumb move, and it shouldn't happen like that. But, hey, you know, it took a lot of good cars out of the race. I'm sorry about that, you know, but I was trying to get a lap back just like I, you know, should, and my car was starting to work pretty good for once. And like I say, I'm not really sure. I just got hit in the left rear pretty good, and there was just no way to hang on to it at, you know, 170, 180 miles an hour sideways. And sorry for the rest of the guys.
well. It's a tough break, and will y'all be able to get the car back in just to make some points?
That'd be it, just to make some points. That thing is really destroyed. But, you know, here, as competitive as it is, you just got to go back out and get as many points as you are. Like I said, there's a lot of cars in the garage here, and we want to see if we can get some more.
That's the story here. Back to you, Ken.
Scuffed tires. Now, Buddy Baker could probably talk about what scuffed tires are going to do here tonight.
Well, I can tell you what taking the rubber out of the left rear would do. This is a spacer that actually makes the spring stronger, and when you pull the rubber out, it softens it up. It takes some of the pressure off the drive wheel on the left rear, and that keeps it from pushing as much. It makes it a little bit looser.
There you see Ernie Irvin, and there you see the leaders, Dale Jarrett and Jeff Gordon at it. We got a wreck in turn 2. Oh, and a terrible wreck. One car is absolutely disintegrated as Johnny Benson clobbered a car coming down off, and Ricky Craven has been caught up in it. But another car was absolutely destroyed. It may have been that number 41.
Oh, it's Craven. Oh, Ricky Craven's bad.
Terrible impact. He was full in the throttle. And I believe they're asking for the rescue squad for Johnny Benson, who took him right through the door. Johnny Benson, Grand National Champion, moved up, took over the Pennzoil car this year. This is in turn 2. We're at lap 194. And there you see the mark down across the track. And on the bottom, Craven, driving hurt from that terrible crash at Talladega, collected. We can show you some of it. There you see the 30 up on the outside in the wall. In just a moment, it's going to start to descend across the track. It's down off the 24-degree banking at about maybe 14, 15 degrees, and here it comes. And Craven didn't take it full. He took it on the side of the car and then slid up the track.
Ken, as bad as that was, it could have been much worse.
Much
that
worse.
Tank done its job. It did not catch on fire, thank goodness.
Much worse. Rescue squad for Johnny Benson out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Leader.
Changing entertainment again.
Michael Waltrip has just climbed out from a horrendous-looking crash at the entrance of pit road. He went over to talk to Shane Hall, the other driver involved. Look at all that's left of the Pennzoil Pontiac at lap 213. Here's what happened.
Oh, Hall comes off the quarter and just nails Michael.
Watch this.
Bam.
Thank goodness for those water cans there. I'll tell you, that took a lot of that impact away.
They used to just stack up tires at the end of that wall, but now they use barriers filled with water to disperse the impact. They work.
Yeah, and it's a good thing, too. Boy, that was shades of Michael Waltrip's crash at Bristol, where the car just stopped.
Le Mans winner and engineer John Fitch out of Connecticut developed that type of barrel system. You see them a lot on the highways filled with sand or water, and they just saved Michael Waltrip from a disastrous crash after Shane Hall came across the racetrack and caught Michael's car.